Okay, deep breath, sigh of relief. Here we are. Learning Unit 5, the last unit, the last week of this course of this DTE or ITM 4110 database management, this kind of expedited or accelerated learning scenario on all about managing, manipulating data, which is pretty important in the current landscape of machine learning and AI and data science. It all starts here, understanding how queries are ran and understanding why this particular level is needed in industry. Yes, absolutely. I have been working with and on databases even throughout my career, throughout my teaching experience for nearly 50 years now. And it's still relevant. So do not dismiss what you're learning here. All right. Right into the discussion question. This one is about backup and restore process. You always need to know the importance of backing up data. We're dealing with several petabytes and just lots and lots of data. So our prompt is discuss the backup and restore process. Why is it critical to maintain backup of your databases? Databases are running our world now. So understanding the criticality of what data represents is important. All right. All right. And look at this, just 3 little exercises. And I forgot to mention last week, but you'd still have a quiz every week. But we have 3, adding a new login is pretty important. Access management is important on the security side. So that this environment is pretty much the same. I'm just going to zip right through that and cover all of the exercises. Accessing the database roles. Yes, as a database administrator, yeah, I would have to set up accounts, make sure certain credentials, certain users only had access to certain tables. A lot of fun. And if you're interested in a database administrator or commonly known as a DBA, you'll be dealing with that. And then finally, creating a backup. With the current tools that we have now, SQL Server Management Studio and all of the Oracle, it's really easy to create a backup. Now, the key here is that you need to have the space to put the backup on or in. And just to offer a kind of an extension of the topic, with the advent of cloud and cloud storage and all the money that's entailed there, this is usually the case. I mean, you can't put, well, generally, even in a small company, you won't be able to put a tremendous amount of data, even on a hard drive that's a few terabytes. So, or even we do have flash drives, those little thumb drives that are pretty large. You need to have a backup space. So we're learn about that. And that's it. 5 little objects that you have to satisfy for the final week. Remember, the final week ends on Friday, to offer a reminder. So this week is a shorter week, and hence that's why you have less assignments. But at this point, I know you're all becoming more, well, definitely experts in the U-certified environment. And that should not give you any problems. And you saw that generally after you access it once, even on a Chromebook, if you're using a Chromebook, because it's really tied into your internet speed and all that. But I can only state from very general experience, you shouldn't have any major issues running the functionality of. But then, I mean, and hopefully you understand, it's kind of a virtual environment. You're running something in the browser that looks like Windows, but that's usually the way the labs are ran. Even when you're in the workforce, you go into what's known as a sandbox environment and run, testing and evaluation, etc. So there you go. Week number 5, short week, deep breath. You did it. You got through the course, and I will try to facilitate and assist as much as possible. Remember, don't be afraid to ask me questions, send me a message. I will essentially, let's see, I do have this posted. Let me go back to the announcements for a second here. this more, I'm waiting for an updated information here, but in this more information info announcement, I do post my office hours and even the Zoom link that I use. So we can meet virtually. And Wednesdays is a very good day for me. And I'm in the Mountain Standard Time in Arizona, so I will accommodate you as much as possible. I know many of the students are East Coast or Midwest. I think some are coming out of the West, but mostly East. So there you go. That's our course in a nutshell. I'm more than willing to help out as possible. I think this is going to be a fun course. I do like the U-Certify. Platform is probably one of the most stable across any browser or operating system. So there you go. And hopefully at this point, you're happy about getting through the class and finishing all the work, but it's really not as much as you think. And I do want to add, finally, you can always go back. I mean, please try not to procrastinate, but you can always go back and finish any of the assignments that you miss or exercises that you miss. They remain open during the, I guess, the scope and the context of the course. All right. So there you go. We made it. We did it. Thank you. I will see you all maybe in the next class. Take care.